I'm disappointed in the weather today, or at least these days. The weather forecasting was way off. There's supposed to be a good chance of rain today, like 40%. A couple of days ago, that was in the forecast, and then Mother Nature said, hey, you're not getting rain today. You're going to have to wait a little bit, and you're also going to have a smaller chance of it happening, which is just downright rude, as I sit here constantly missing and pining for the days when I lived in Seattle, when I could have weeks and weeks and weeks of rain on end. Or the days where it wasn't specifically raining, it was at least overcast and drizzly. Those were the days where I started off this particular decade of my life. How's it going, everyone? Good evening. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the stream, in which I choose something that's a little bit off kilter because I seem to have fallen into a nice little rut of Zelda on weekends, Super Mario Maker Tuesdays, and then, I gotta pull something different out of my hat. I can't just be a Nintendo kid my entire life, hat notwithstanding and background notwithstanding. Gotta have a little variety, So something like at least one of my 3 stream days should very well be dedicated to the craft of appreciating something else entirely, and that's why Jak and Daxter is in play. I'd never played the Jak and Daxter series, so I saw fit to dig in. It is. Oh yes, indeed it is, Yugatu. Time doesn't make sense anymore. Have you recovered from a couple nights ago when you only got an hour of sleep? That was pretty brutal. I don't know how you survived. It is so damn hot in Texas right now. Yeah, isn't it hitting like freaking 90s over there already? Not even Phoenix has hit 90s yet. Which, technically we should have had a couple of days of 90 by now. It's entirely possible for us to hit 90 in March, but that hasn't even happened yet. It's been so mild. Grumpy? Oh, Hideous Winter. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Almost threw your sewing machine? I mean, I know that was your sewing machine the source of the grumpiness, or was it still all the other factors? Because I saw what you posted about the situation at work where they wouldn't let you use the most helpful tools to actually do your job. And that's a damn shame. You know the tools that would help you make the best impact, and then you just got denied. It's a shame. It truly is a shame. Oh, hey, I forgot to, this might reset chat, so hold on to your hats here. Pretty please? Pretty please will it activate? Grumpy from face paint and your machine not working. Oh, snap, Hideous Winter. Not cool at all. Yeah, I don't think, given what you endured yesterday, Hideous Winter, your face isn't going to be right for a couple days. Got past the day pretty good, didn't get tired until around 8 and went to bed at 9. You are a real trooper, Yuga2. Thanks. Oh, man. Sometimes that's what does it, though. The worst days at work, your body just conjures up some magic from way down below. I don't know what causes it. I think I've lived the 12-hour shift life, but I'll never forget the longest day of work in my entire life. Back when, once upon a time, I worked for AMC Theaters, AMC Awatuki 24 to be specific. I really hope they bounce back off of all that's happening right now, but this was, I don't know, about 2001-ish, where, I let them know, hey, my availability is wide open, so schedule me, use me, abuse me, however you want. So one day I went in and picked up the schedule, which the schedule's only dropped 48 hours before the new work week was to begin in movie theaters. As can be expected, the movie theater week starts on Friday. So I run and pick up my schedule, and I see it right there on a Sunday. Open concession stand, close the projection booth. Now, for those who are not, hip to the way that movie theaters tend to work, Any given, if you run a projection booth, if you run a 35mm film, the projectionist only really needs to be there 30-45 minutes before first showtime. There's not a lot to do. All the film prints are built up. You just maybe need to go thread the film into a couple projectors, and you'll be good to go. You'll have a nice buffer of projectors that are threaded up and just ready to whack the start button. The concession stand, however, is a whole other nightmare. The concession stand, especially for a weekend day, needs to start heating up about an hour and a half before first showtime, because the box office opens 30 minutes before first showtime. So this meant arriving at the theater at about 9 a.m. And with the way that movies tended to go and the way that Sunday schedules tended to go, that wouldn't put me out of there until about 1 a.m. With all the post-film cleanup duty that one must do when running a projection booth. So having to do all that, and then I can't remember like if I closed something the night before as well. It was an even bigger insult that there was someone else who had availability that day, who they just straight up didn't schedule. They gave Homeboy the day off. I was like somehow resentful of him for that, even though it was not his fault. Longest days worked was a Walmart distribution center, 18 hours, 5:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. happened twice. Doesn't surprise me that Walmart would do that to any of their employees at any level of their business. I mean, I'm sure whatever was going on, the paycheck was nice for being able to crank that many hours, but it is brutal in so many ways. And you ran all day off a Starbucks triple shot and a muscle milk. You know? That actually is probably the smartest way to go about it, minimizing sugar intake and in getting your macros right. You can fuel yourself quite the distance with that. I could dig that, Yugati. Anyway, we've got a game to play, don't we? I think we do. So let's wind down the music and let's wind up the Jack and Daxter action here. Oh, let's flip back to the disc and launch it. Hopefully I don't have to tweak the audio that much. Nope, no history. Just let me play. Let me freaking play. Gimme. This is what's weird. Like when I bought this, I also bought a copy of Ninja Gaiden Sigma, and Ninja Gaiden Sigma allows you to install the game to the hard drive. I've not found any such installation option here for the Jack and Daxter collection. I mean, it plays all right when I fire it up, but it's still weird. And before I get too deep into this, need to make sure I give one requisite shout out here. Need to pop back over here so that I can give some love to my dude Gergamo. I know exactly who you are, Gergamo. Don't think that you're hiding behind that username. I know exactly. I know where you live. I know where you sleep. I know where you play your video games on Lopez Lane. But anyway. So completion-wise, about halfway through the game, but I imagine, just hazarding a little bit of a guess, that I'll be able to accomplish quite a bit. Loading. Oh, we were in the boggy swamp. It was a little bit miserable in there. Where I was, last time around, I was riding the dumb Yoshi, the chocobo, as it were. Most everything you own on PS3 had you installed on the hard drive. See? Yeah. You get it. You know what's up. Yeah, so it's super weird, especially for, Naughty Dog, effectively a Sony second party studio, to rock like that. I guess Naughty Dog is so hardcore about being incredibly optimized at all stages that it's like, nah. Oh, snap! Fart Ripple dropping the huge sub bomb. Oh my goodness, look at you. Oh, wow. Your sub bomb was so hard you even hit my bot. My bot even has a sub now, so I can have my bot use my emotes now if I want. But Cathartic Arrest, Tokyo Spliff, Little Masky, and Contrix now happen to have subs. It is a good day in SubCon. It really is. Everyone powering up. Everyone grabbing the mushroom. And my Piranha Plant puppet. He is. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I don't know. I don't care if it makes me look like an idiot. Because, like, I forgot to grab him from stream, and there was one person on the Tuesday stream who objected to his presence. But I'm like, I don't know. I really like having, what did I name him? Oh, yeah, I named him Manny the Piranha Plant. Yes, feed me subs. Thank you, Fart Ripple. You're a true friend. Okay, got that out of the way, got that out of my system. And let's continue on with whatever fresh hell this game has prepared for me. I'm supposed to be knocking down some tethers, which I may have already accomplished. Seriously, it means a lot, Fart Ripple. Thank you for appreciating all that I do in this crazy place. All that I do for streaming. What I definitely plan to do when and if Twitch ever pays me out, stuff will definitely be reinvested in the stream. I definitely have a shopping list or two of goodies that I would like to have. Mainly, I would like to have better lighting. If any of you saw the jerry-rigged lighting situation that I have going on right now, you would laugh really hard. My camera is really doing all the heavy lifting for this stream. See the new emotes Melissa and I came up with in Neen's Discord? I did not see any of those, Yuga 2. I'm incredibly curious as to what those will be. I'll check into them after the stream, when surely I will raid Nina Lee, because, I mean, what else am I gonna do? They're not official emotes, but man, they're great. I mean, seriously, you would think that she would have some emote subs going on. Oh boy. And Fart Ripple dropping the special personal sub right over to Yuga 2. That is a special thing right there. Scroll back a day or two. Yuga 2, got it. Oh yeah, Yuga 2. It's just raining subs all over for you. You are in a good place, Yuga 2. You are in good hands with nice people like Fart Ripple hanging around. Oh my goodness. Me and Fart Ripple go way back. We were awkward little nerds back in 6th grade in Miss Peralia's math class, and it was just by sheer proximity that we became friends. Eventually playing head-to-head dial-up Quake against each other back in the day. Yes, that is how old school of gamers we were. And yeah, we would end up going on to different high schools after junior high, but it's all good. We kept some contact, and marching band would also put us into relatively close proximity as well. Then, you know, in our 20s, I don't know exactly how things went, but there did come a point where I was a member, one of the chosen few who got to go to Vegas for his bachelor party, and had a great time at his very multicultural wedding. I'll never forget those dragon dancers, I promise. Yuga 2 provided screenshots an alternative to Nino. Heck yeah. But yeah, I had to make sure I gave the correct amount of love to Fart Ripple there. By telling everyone our life story, but still keeping it kind of light on details. Gotta let a man have a little bit of mystery. Fart Ripple does occasionally stream, I believe. I know Apex Legends, and a little bit of Overwatch as well, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is the Fart Ripple experience. Daytime streaming. Some Apex, some Overwatch. Not trusting those spikes, so I'm going to wait till all of those power-ups respawn. Actually, this might be a good vantage point for wherever... Okay, the tethers have been lifted, that's good. Haven't been able to find time lately. Fart Ripple. Oh yeah, I bet things have gotten really weird at work given how the world has changed so dramatically lately. There are certain demands that have been placed upon the business that are causing you an unusually high workload. Fart Ripple manages the Linux servers of a very high-profile company on the internet. So it stands to reason that with how hard the internet is being hammered these days, that someone in Fart Ripple's position has a lot more to do. Oh, hey, I basically crushed the boggy swamp already. Huh. I could free 7 scout flies, but I don't wanna. You get way too toxic and competitive. And Fire Ripple, workload isn't too much of a problem. Psychological aspect of having my workspace in my play space. Oh, dude, yes. I had a very hard decision that I had to make incredibly quickly when I started being forced to work from home. I get you. I'm like, okay, since I'm fully usually mostly okay with hanging out at my computer desk in my room all day, what if I brought my work stuff? What if I brought that here into my computer desk? And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's not the best idea. Maybe I need to think about this. So I just thought about how, okay, I don't use my living room that much, if at all. And so I'm gonna go set up a temporary work situation over there instead. And it has worked out. Like, it's not been perfect, but it's been okay. I have, you know, I'm very grateful and privileged and fortunate to have the means to separate my workspaces like that. But yeah, I know, Fart Ripple, you've got a wife, you've got a dog, and a lot of toys to accommodate for when it comes to the both of you. Stuff face dinner. Good luck. Hey, thanks, Fart Ripple. You are awesome. Appreciate the love, the highly unexpected sub love. You've made quite a few people happy. Thank you very much. Another big round of applause for Fart Ripple, everyone. He really rippled an entire fart of sub-lovin' tonight. Fart Ripple hype! Yeah, I seem to remember at the last part of Jack and Daxter Day 2 that this portion was giving me some problems. Your computer room is in my living room. No way hell could get any work done. Yeah, it's different for everyone. I happen to have a fairly large bedroom, so that enables me to have my computer, you know, my bed is right over there. Like, I could take 2 steps and be at the foot of my bed. Older streams of mine, you could see my bed in the background. Clap, clap. Thanks for the applause, Yuga2. Whenever you chat, Yuga2, I have to like bend my brain really hard to think about the fact that you are that you're on a different delay than a lot of people. Usually, when I talk to like Hideous Winter is usually pretty timely on things, but I know you two, you're on delay because you're usually on mobile. But I appreciate you coming out regardless, so we can geek out about stuff and things, and you can tell me about all the games that I've never played. I did just pick up Doom Eternal today. I was only able to play it for like 10 minutes, but I already feel like, oh man, this is gonna be better than 2016. Oh buddy, I am excited. Like just the first little getting reacquainted area that's hiding that's in Doom Eternal is already incredibly packed with monsters. Like, holy crap, this, like, I'm fighting a bunch of weak monsters, but at the same time I can't recall ever fighting this many monsters at once. Or I can't recall the early parts of Doom 2016 throwing this many monsters at me all at once. Oh my god, I'm never gonna clear this spot, am I? Oh, did I get reset to... Oh, sweet, it reset me right here. It's like the game got fed up with my shenanigans and it just said, you know, I'm just gonna restart you here, you idiot. You completely worthless moron. Time, punchlines, and jokes. You do well at keeping it entertaining, you two. All comedy is timing, indeed. Indeed it is. Oh. Okay, it dropped me back here. Where is this? Wait, if I'm back to where I think I am, I just want to get out of here. Okay, good. I'm okay with where the game has dropped me. And I still can't figure out if these bats are supposed to be hostile or not. But... Yep, they're hostile. It's like, hey, remember what I said 15, 20 seconds ago? Here's the joke for it.
Better you than me.
Yeah, that is fully true. Oh, neat. The game got even nicer and reset me to an even better place. Uh-oh, the one-hit kill fish. The freaking fish that is ripped straight out of Super Mario Bros. 3. Not gonna fuck with it. Hopefully my power cell count is decent. 45 power cells to fuel the levitator? Are you kidding me? What actually is my... I need one more freaking power cell? Urgh. I swear I'm gonna scrape together one last power cell. I know I've been playing this game in a very strange sequence, but I do have a lot of Easter eggs. 90 orbs for a power cell. Hey, perfect. Good evening, Famijack, my YouTube streamer, my one and only YouTube streaming friend. You left the pastures of Twitch behind so that you could get those higher bit rates and better features going on YouTube. How are things going over there? How's the wife? How's the puppy? Oh no, where is Hideous Winter? Husband is a high priority individual these days, so it is very important to tend to his needs. Let's do the power cell thing! How do I... Oh, I gotta go talk to the girl. The girl with the suspenders.
Great! You have the cells for the machine. They ought to provide enough power to lift that boulder.
Hiccup with Conquer? No.
There we go. Now, be careful facing that monster lurker at the top.
Wait! I'll stay here and protect Kira. Jack, I think you're ready to handle that monster without me.
Oh, really heroic of you.
You're not protecting anything, Daxter. Stingy of spending money on games you get to. Oh, totally get. With so many great games that are like... that are 20 bucks or less, it started out at $59.99. I totally get it. What was the Conquer hiccup, Famajek? Like, at least I know gameplay-wise, that freaking Saving Private Ryan sequence is so frustrating to play that it's like that part alone is the hiccup, because you just can't, because that part just doesn't want to let you pass at all. Okay, so you can levitate the boulder, but you're not just gonna toss it out of the way. You're just gonna sit there and levitate it. Like, why should the boulder even get to go back into that spot? That's weird. Content violation, Famajek? What the heck? Ultra-violent games being streamed and having videos uploaded to the platform. They draw the line at BFD. And you've indicated that your channel is not for children, so YouTube should happily be able to keep that going. That is dumb. That is incredibly dumb. That doesn't even make sense that YouTube would do that, because there's certainly a lot of other games that have content situation issues. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Unless I didn't listen to the girl and she gave a valuable hint for whatever was supposed to happen. And what the hell with the jumping? I swear it's eating an input or something. Because I am trying to double jump and it's not giving me any love. Anyone hitting the strip club on GTA 5 on YouTube? Oh, that's a thing.
I'm like, stretcher? Yuck.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the girl again, because I don't think I was paying that much attention, and I really should have been. Very rude of me. There at that link. Yeah, a 5-second YouTube search of content that is much worse than anything you were streaming. Yeah, from what I've been able to gather, something weird has been happening on YouTube lately, like just within the past couple weeks, and the creators are not pleased at all with whatever's going on. Got it back eventually. Yeah, I know YouTube is just super paranoid about lawsuits with their, you know, is the content appropriate for children kind of thing, but I also don't fully understand what they are trying to accomplish. Okay, I can't punch the boulders, or oh, I see. I was just supposed to survive. Okay, so this is just a screw you. We're gonna put your platforming skills to the test kind of thing. It's a pretty rank boss here, not gonna lie. Ugh. That stupid leap he does after getting the blue magic. Streaming privileges back just in time for later tonight. Oh, because clearly you learned your lesson, Famajek. You will never do it again. That, or their dispute system is freaking weird as heck. I still have yet to hear back, because I sent one of my streams from here over to YouTube, and their thing flagged, I shit you not, music from Super Mario Sunshine as some hip-hop artist music, and I'm like, you have to be kidding me, right? So I sent the dispute, and I'm not sure what the deal is with it. Oh, that was an insta-kill. Very nice. Just the game music videos and the anime music videos. Oh, totally. Yeah, all the AMVs, the fan-made anime stuff, you know, syncing a bunch of clips of One Punch Man to Linkin Park and stuff like that. Copyrighted strikes are literally the worst thing that ever happened on YouTube. If you go back and watch old Simpsons episodes, they had so much copyrighted material. Being fun, there's no way to replicate it today. Oh, I'm just throwing fireballs at his dick. Oh, and then the boulder lands on his head. Okay. And then I have to outrun the boulder. Oh, we're Crash Bandicooting again. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, TikTok seems to be super sketch when it comes to the copyrighted material stuff, too. I don't understand how these platforms can be so inconsistent in their enforcement of copyrighted material, because it's all freaking copyrighted material thanks to entities that are way bigger than them. Oh! Oh! Oh, this is filthy. I don't like this one bit. Well, time to fireball him in the nuts again. I mean, creative idea for a boss battle, I think. To use such a large surface to have things going. Ooh. 7:40 p.m. and a coworker is texting you. Oh, hell no, Hideous Winter. You tell that coworker to fuck off. Ah, Phoenix Pearl. Phoenix Pearl with the host. Thank you for that. I see you lurking. My bot sees everything, Phoenix Pearl. You should definitely be asleep, Phoenix Pearl. I don't know how you're still awake. I'm doing very well. Thank you for popping into my stream. Hope you had a good stream today. I lurked your stream as well. I promise. I pinky swear. And Phoenix, you are the only person on Twitch who calls me by my actual name. That's very cute. Fire in the dick. Fire in the dick. There we go. I apologize. This boss battle is consuming a lot of my attention right now. Oh no. Yep, now everyone knows, Phoenix, my actual name, even though I advertise my actual name a lot on other places. But it is true. Manic is a little bit easier for people to say than Adan. So, but for you, Phoenix, Adan is no big deal. Adan is a common name for you. Manic the Maniac, the penguin killing maniac. You know how it is, Phoenix. The penguins know what they did wrong, and they deserve to pay for their crimes. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bull. Ugh. I was doing so well. So well to start. You two might be named Adam as well. Oh, man. Nothing wrong with being Adam. But yes, know that Adan is just the Spanish version of Adam. Nothing more, nothing less. But I swear I've encountered other Spanish people or other Hispanic people who have not really seen my name either. They see my full name and it confuses them, and it really shouldn't. When a dude-bro name like Zach or Tyler, oh man, those are some good, quality, strong dude-bro names. Heck, even back when I was in high school in 2000, I encountered a Braden. And he was indeed a dude bro. And his best friend happened to be named Zach. So the dude bro is definitely strong with those names. Zach wasn't as much of a dude bro. I was really good friends with Zach. Listened to a lot of punk music with those guys. Fire in the dick, fire in the dick. I hope this is just a 3-cycle boss. I really hope it is. Ruth, the old lady's name. We'll call you Ruthie, which makes it sound a bit more youthful. No! Oh no! Oh no! iFrame, save me! Is he done? Power cells over there. Yes. Feed me power cells. Dulce. Not many can pronounce it, so nobody bothers. Dulce is so easy. I knew a Dulce back in middle school. Earned a trophy. Decline.
Great work! The people of Rock Village are breathing a collective sigh of relief. But there's no time to celebrate. Use your zoomer to navigate the mountain pass up ahead.
No time
Be
to
careful.
celebrate.
It looks like the lurkers have rigged the whole pass with explosives. When you reach the volcanic crater, be sure to visit the Red Sage's lab and activate the teleport gate so that Father and I can join you.
Red Sage's lab teleport gate. Got it. Also sounds weird since people call you Phoenix all the time. See, I mean, I live in Phoenix, so that's what makes your name very interesting to me.
At the end of the canyon. If they reach it before you do, they'll blow up the entire pass.
Uh-oh.
You gotta beat them there and destroy the detonator, or it's all over.
I have to destroy the detonator. Oh, and I killed myself immediately because obviously that's what I do best. Gotta get the boost. But I do like this game does very well at building upon. Ooh, that's just a one-hit kill. That's not great. The game does do well on building on the things that it taught you before. It's a very carefully designed game. They didn't take too many risks with it. It does a lot of things that are very traditional in 3D platformers, but it does them in a very polished way. It makes sure that nothing you are doing in the game is too far outside of your skill level from what you've learned so far, and I appreciate that. They didn't take too many risks. It's just a smartly crafted game. Jeez. No! Must reach that detonator. Ooh, that was scary. Uh-oh, I must be close to the end, especially when it places traps like that. Drag Tactics, hey, good to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. A Gears reference, Ugatusi. I've not played Gears, so I would not be able to roll with that. But now that I've upgraded my machine, I can probably go dig into a lot of games that I missed out on. Because previously I was rolling a 750 Ti, but now with my 1660, I feel like I can really go places. You'll be happy to know Track Tactics. I think you may have seen it earlier on Twitter that I have now finally come into possession of Doom Eternal, happily paying the full retail $59.99 for that game, and absolutely cannot wait to really rip and tear when the time comes. I'm gonna order some wings tomorrow night. I'm gonna pour myself a glass of wine. I am gonna play the shit out of Doom Eternal. It's gonna be great. Oh, that's really, really terrible of them to put instant kill spots like that. Like, you really like Banjo-Kazooie, hard to stick with, Yugatu? Oh. If you think... I mean, that's one of those things where, like, well, if you don't like Banjo-Kazooie, then it gets even worse with if you ever try Banjo-Tooie, because they went really overboard on forcing you to play the game in a non-linear fashion. Dun dun. Oh, smack down. Smacked again. Yeah, Drac, I gotta say, my machine is handling 1080p Doom Eternal very well. Much better than I ever thought it would, actually. Because I still, like... I know I probably shouldn't be skittish about it, but I've got a Core i7 4790K, which is still a stout CPU to this day, 5 years later. So I really shouldn't be concerned about it. And paired with a 1660, I kind of like I got a 1660 plus I dropped in an NVMe SSD. So I should really consider that I bought another like 3 or 4 years out of my computer. That's really how it should be feeling right now. Screen name inspired by a concept for a game I wanted to make. Oh, do tell, Yugatoo. My Phoenix is from Marcus. Oh, Marcus Phoenix, Phoenix Pro. Okay. Now I understand. Like, I remember hearing the name of Marcus Phoenix. Now it makes more sense. So Gears is one of your favorite games, Phoenix Pro. Maybe? I don't know if Microsoft put the original Gears of War on Steam or anything like that, but it does. At this point, the original Gears of War is old enough that I can play it on my channel. So as a treat, inspired by you, Phoenix Pro, I might play Gears of War if I can get my hands on it. I'm sure it will look beautiful here on my rig. Game is supposed to be about a Japanese foreign exchange student who comes to America to go to college, blew his money on video games and hentai. Oh wow, you get to that. That game sounds like it would be it would make for a good visual novel, something like Doki Doki Literature Club. There was only one time in my life before where I tried playing Gears of War, and that was right after I finished playing Halo 3. Like, I had spent so much time loving the world of Halo, and I finally got through. I was so emotionally exhausted after Halo 3, and then I thought, well, I have nothing else to do today, so I'm gonna throw Gears of War into the Xbox and see what happens. But I was just so, like, I had played through so many explosions and had such a heavy emotional journey with Halo 3. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to play Gears of War. I'm sure I would have enjoyed it, but I didn't. I put it down and never tried to pick it up again, for better or worse. But I feel like it is an essential game to play. To mix a brawler and a one-on-one fighter, restaurants to be themed after popular game franchises, tons of pop culture references. Oh! That almost sounds like, I mean, not to say that you're ripping it off or anything, Yugi, but that it's starting to sound like you have like a reverse, almost a Scott Pilgrim going on there, but with a completely different thing that drives the story, which I think you could definitely work that out, Yuga 2. That sounds like a really cool thing for people to play. Fight the customers and fighting the manager, which kind of sounds like doing whenever you enter a Pokemon gym. You fight the underlings, and then you fight the big boss. To work in fast food restaurants to rebuild his tuition. That is great. So it's got some light RPG elements on top of the brawling, is what I'm gathering. I wish this freaking thing controlled better. Oh man, this thing controls just as bad, if not worse, than the freaking Halo Warthog, I swear. My friend was obsessed with this Jak and Daxter game when it was released. I think we all knew that. I think we all had that one person who was way into Jak and Daxter back in the day. I had one as well. He showed it to me a little bit right before he showed me how much of a freak he was for Final Fantasy XI, which if I'm not mistaken, was like the first, if not the most, but if it wasn't the first, then it was the most popular MMO on the PS2. And I could never personally get into MMOs, but it was all good. Deer turned out to be a raging misogynist, unfortunately, though. Started talking to me about the ladder theory. It got weird. Yeah, Jak and Daxter definitely would not have stood out too much in a general sense back in the day, especially since the 3D collectathon platformer was kind of dying out. I feel like Banjo-Tooie was kind of the swan song there, kind of the last gasp. Like definitely, you know, the party started by Super Mario 64 and definitely Crash Bandicoot on some level. There's a lot of good going on there for sure, but it had to end. It had a good like 5 or 6 years. Oh, are you kidding me? The plunger was right there. Ace Combat 5. Ooh, I remember Ace Combat in the arcades, and from what I've come to understand, Ace Combat seemed to have grown into a really awesome series on the home consoles. Ace Combat games were like sheer quality. It's almost like they took over for the Afterburner series. Like Sega decided, we're not going to give anyone that much Afterburner. So Ace Combat was there to really give people their fighter pilot fix. No, don't you dare bump me off. Don't you dare bump me off. Not after I've come this far. Not after I was doing so well. Like, I don't need to go fast, I just need to be careful. Because there are a couple of really awkward jumps that go on here. Good lord. That sucked. Oh, Track Tactics, you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, gonna be in and out. Hey. I respect all of my table gaming friends. They are wonderful people.
Good work. You beat them to the detonator.
I'm
Red Sage's lab is just ahead.
Well,
Go turn on the teleport gate so we can join you.
okay, I'll turn on the teleport gate after I pick up the stuff I missed out on, first and foremost. It's kind of weird. I live a life that is adjacent to, just like really close to, people who table game, but I am not a table gamer myself. There is something very broken in my brain where I cannot absorb the rule sets of table games to save my own life. really sad because these table gaming friends have a lot of fun, and I just can't do it. You get to, inspired by No More Heroes, you wanted to pull from like Zelda Metroid, unlock new weapons and tools. Persona for anime cutscenes, dialogue, No More Heroes for fighting the sword spatula, Ninja Gaiden for multiple weapons, Street Fighter for boss fights. See, being able to blend together a ton of genres like that would be super sweet. I'd be all in on a game like that. No More Heroes, second one more streamlined, and 3 coming to Switch. Good to know. Good to know. Would I be able to jump into No More Heroes easily if I didn't play any of the early ones? But I have a Wii U, so I can play anything I want from the Wii library for sure. Okay, I recognize those things. This is the back road. This is the correct direction. First one came out on PS3 as well. Oh, okay. Well, since I have this PS3 that I've only got like 4 games for it, 2 of which are the God of War collection, and God of War 3. Buddy has it. Okay. Yeah, I figured the PS3 is full of tons of very affordable classics that I no doubt should be trying to dig into right now while they are still affordable. The volcanic crater. Tons of screen tearing. That was another problem the PS3 had. Lots of very unoptimized versions of games. Yeah, Yugi2, I know you and screen tearing have had a lifelong battle. There's the warp portal.
Ow! Look, I always wonder if I'm losing body parts in those things.
Yes, you are losing body parts in those things.
Holy yuccow! The Red Sage's lab looks worse than the Blues.
Oh.
Well, it definitely looks as though there's been a struggle here.
The real struggle is me trying to play this game.
I'd hardly call it struggle. Would you, dear sister?
Certainly not. The Red Sage gave up with so little effort. No fun at all.
Gall? Is that you? You've finally gone off the deep end, eh?
We have
And Maya, I told you the Dark Eco would affect you both. Nobody ever listens to old Samos. What have you two done with the Blue and Red
two
Sages?
exclusively on Wii.
Don't worry about your colorful friends. You old fool.
That looks like Rick Sanchez, straight up.
Safe in our citadel. Our special guests.
They have graciously
Is the Citadel
agreed
too?
to help us on a little project.
You were wrong, Samos. Dark Eco can be controlled. We've learned its secrets, and now we can reshape the world.
Reshape the world.
Like
Someone give this dude a lozenge.
Control Dark Eco by itself? Even the precursors.
Until now, we've had to scrape by with what little Dark Eco we could find near the surface. But soon, we will have access to the vast stores of Dark Eco hidden deep underground.
Not the silos.
yes, the silos.
The silos.
Will be opened, and all the Dark Eco of the world will be ours.
Dark
That's
Eco.
impossible. Only a precursor robot.
Oh, don't look so upset, Samos. We've got big plans for you.
Big plans for me? You shouldn't have.
Wait a minute! That was Gall? The same Gall who's supposed to change me back? Gall is the guy trying to kill us? I'm doomed.
We may all be doomed. If they open the silos, the Dark Eco will twist and destroy everything it touches. We simply must get to their citadel to stop them.
Citadel.
The way there is through the lava tube at the bottom of this crater. A few more power cells and your Zoomer's heat shield should get you across the lava safely.
All right, my boy. You know what to do. Take the flea bag and go round up more power cells.
More power cells, of course. And yeah, this game doesn't just like boobs. It likes a certain waist to hip ratio that really makes the boob action happen. It really makes them pop. It's pretty crazy. And as was discussed last time around with Hideous Winter, The very bisexual suspenders are there to emphasize the boobs even more. Anyway.
Maya and Gol have gotten in over their heads.
Yeah, over their heads, sure.
The heat shield's going to need even more power to withstand the lava.
Oh, there's a lot going on here. Like, this is straight up... Like, where are the Gorons?
Dark eco crystals?
This environment is very Death Mountain.
This gondola seems to be malfunctioning. I'll try to work on it and get it running again.
Does it get fixed with power cells? That would be a real treat if it did.
Hey guys, by my calculations, it's going to take 72 power cells to fuel the heat shield against the lava on the way to Gaul and Maya's citadel.
72? 72. So I've got to collect at least 24 more freaking power cells. 24 more power cells to hopefully, ideally, maybe beat the game. I feel like I have too many of these things. And why would you have a bunch of minecarts just going in circles like this? This is also weird. And we'll just leisurely sit here and wait for the Easter eggs to come at me. Speaking of which, I have a certain themed stream worked up for Sunday, which is Easter Sunday, so it's going to revolve around games that revolve around eggs. And some of you who are smart enough already might have an idea over what game that could be. Yeah, you know, all about that excessiveness you get to. You know how it goes. I guess this is the path I'm supposed to go down. Like, could I have gone the other direction? If you need 72 is something to power something, that is to make something bigger that supplies more power. Yeah, exactly. Like, why aren't there like double-sized power cells or something else like that? Like, clearly it's like trying to get a car going with AAA batteries. Like, why even try? Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to get up there, even though it looks like a perfectly suitable ledge. Lame. Oh, I can go down here. No. I think I get what you're trying to imply, you get to, and no, I will never ever buy one of those monstrosities that claims to call itself a vehicle.
Seek the pure light, for within its flame the answers reside. You can gain my power cells by bringing 120 precursor orbs for each. 120 precursor orbs. You have obtained another power cell.
Haha! Thanks, little breakdancing weasel.
For your effort, a power cell is the reward.
Well, good thing I stocked up on the eggs. Not conforming, you get to. Pinky swear, promise. As soon as I found out that I know a person who owns one of those things, I was like secondhand embarrassed. Like, he was walking around trying to flex on people, and I'm just like, no, you've... Yeah, crossing over is not allowed. Crossing over to, if I'm not mistaken, Yugi2's hinting at crossing over to buying a Tesla.
Could he actually have...
Okay, so far so good. Yeah, Yuga too. Let's meet on some common ground here on what the conformity is all about. Let's just spit it out here. Oh, going backwards again. My real grievance when it comes to a Tesla is how they technically aren't any more environmentally friendly than what it takes to own a regular gasoline vehicle. When you consider the sort of things that need to go down in terms of mining the raw materials that make those giant batteries, and then of course shipping those materials, there's a lot of petroleum that needs to be burned just for a Tesla to exist in the first place. Not to mention the human exploitation involved in the mining operations that beget all those raw materials. So yeah, there come to be a lot of I won't say specifically ethical or moral quandaries, but there's certainly a lot to think about when it comes to supporting that kind of operation.
I think we got visitors.
Oh, other epidemic? Animal Crossing? No, I won't. I'm not an Animal Crossing person. Not gonna buy it. Not gonna play it.
Nothing to see here. I thought you said this was a priceless gem worth Willard.
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
We got 4 of them. You want them?
What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with them for 90 orbs each.
Where have I heard that before? Hey,
Wow, the game's already
two
making fun of itself.
geniuses expect to get that big gem out of here anyway.
Well, smarty pants, we got 12 more years of digging to figure that out.
Gordy, wouldn't it take less time if you dug too?
Now, when it comes to Animal Crossing, Famajack and Yuga 2, the only Animal Crossing that I could possibly bring myself to play would probably be like a translation of the Nintendo 64 version, or maybe the GameCube version. But otherwise, this is a retro stream. I hold hard and fast to that. If the game is too new, I cannot and will not stream it. Something like Link's Awakening, that gets a pass because it's technically a game from 1993. So that's the only like new game that I'm interested in allowing here.
90 orbs of power cell, Willard. Work hard.
90? How many do I have? 27? Oh, okay. But yeah, on the whole, no Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't even have a PS4, so I can't even go on that. I would stream original Final Fantasy VII, the Nintendo Switch version. That's a possibility. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake might get a pass in the retro realm, but from all that I've ever gathered, they put in so much new stuff in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, maybe Final Fantasy VII Remake now finally matches the original vision of what they wanted Final Fantasy VII to be anyway. But yet again, I would have to get a PS4 to accomplish that, of which, not saying I'm broke, but I also did just spend $420 to play Doom Eternal, including the cost of Doom Eternal itself. So, I'm gonna enjoy what I have right now. The VOD of yours starting in about an hour. Ooh, good to know, Famajack. 420 rip and tear it. Oh, what an entrance for DJ Gigabit. What an entrance. It's like you were just waiting to pounce on that one, DJ Gigabit. What is going on, homegirl? Thanks for popping in. Hope you are having a delightful day. Yeah, I was able to poke around Doom Eternal for like 15 minutes, and I'm just already... I cannot wait to rip and tear. I'm so hyped. My evening plans tomorrow, I've already got them all up in my head. I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna schedule an order at my nearest Buffalo Wild Wings for some Asian zing and some garlic parm, and I'm And right after this stream, I'm going to go start chilling a special bottle of wine that I've had that was a gift from a friend. And there's going to be some Doom Eternal wine and wings. I'm going to be fancy as fuck tomorrow night. Wangs, wings. I know what's on your brain, DJ Gigabit. Either way, it involves some thick meat. But you have some good knockwurst sitting there at home.
It can take you to Snowy Mountain. Use it whenever you want.
Wait. Oh, it was like 72 for the heat shield, but the gondola didn't need that much. Okay. Wow, that was very nice of her to reactivate the gondola like that. But I'm going to go down this incredibly treacherous path again because there was some stuff that I was about to grab that I really want. I deserve more nice things. Good night, everybody. Yes, Famajack, thank you for the assist on the crass humor. Yes, come to me, little mosquito thing. No, you dumb physics, work with me. Work with me here. Lava tube. Okay, I'll get off here. Animaniacs, so ahead of its time. Hello, nurse. You wear a disguise to look like human guys, but you're not a man, you're a chicken boo.
You don't have enough power cells to get through this lava. You can't get through to Gaul and Maya Citadel until you've collected 72 power cells.
Could we call you Dadu? Yeah, now my brain's just in overdrive, going for anything and everything Animaniacs related that I can possibly think of. Loved Rita and Ron. Their musical numbers were the best. There was some incredible creativity that went into all of the characters. The way that every character, even if they seemed like they were just, oh, this is a sarcastic squirrel, this is a sarcastic pigeon, this is a sarcastic something, this is a dumb dog. No, there were goals that the creators had in mind with Animaniacs. There was truly some vision that was buried deep in what was going on there. Spider cave. Oh no. We gonna have spiders in here? Spider cave, does whatever a spider cave. Wait, I already got all 50? That was shockingly easy. I feel like I shouldn't have been able to get all of those things so easily. But I'm gonna go fight spiders, so some really terrible shit's gonna be going down. Oh, that already does not look pleasant. Quip. Grab the flail and stink. Yeah. Yikes! Can I kick it in the face? Okay, that works. Did I just see legs falling off of it as I kicked it? Uh-oh. I pissed it off so much it started laying eggs at me. Ever get so angry that you start asexual reproduction? You ever want to kill your enemies so badly that you throw your firstborn directly at it for slaughter? All habits should vacate now. Yeah, exactly. Unless you've got enough Limbus bread. Hey there, little one. So, where is a dude supposed to go? Something's not making sense right now. Oh! Bouncy, bouncy. Hopefully I can kill it before it... There we go. Kill it before it starts having abortions at me. Those platforms look a little bit difficult to manage. Okay, like, for some reason the perspective is weird to me, and I'm not a fan of a lot of this. Like, especially with the way that the light casts shadows in a way that prevent me from using my shadow to land. Don't like it, not one bit. Ooh, a shooty fountain.
Maybe you can shoot better if you aim through your goggles.
Oh, ho, ho. Maybe I can. Maybe you should shut the hell up, Daxter. Wait, where's the... There we go. Yeah! Shot it in the ass. You can stop panting, Jack. I know you're injured. What else is there for me to shoot? Ah, yes. Over there. Let's play sniper here. That is a lot of very small moving platforms. I'm not a fan. Have I cleared out enough things? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Well, I was gonna have to leave this area sooner or later. Can I reach that? Nope, definitely no reaching that. Okay, gonna have to take this the hard way, of course. Nope. Oh, there's so much cool stuff down below. Maybe I should be exploring that instead. Yeah, maybe I skipped past all this and I really shouldn't have. Okay, seriously, why does the game like to eat double jumps so much? I'm not liking this. Is it just the game says, "Oh, you shouldn't be here yet," so we're gonna cock block your double jump. Hey, get away, little spider abortions. This is more like it. This is probably the path I should have gone in the first place instead of trying to go way up high so quickly. It's taken me a long time to associate that mechanical machine sound, that whirring sound, with those little dudes being nearby in a box. If this camera wouldn't mind, you know, just chilling out for once, that'd be great too. I could appreciate a camera that actually calms down for once, instead of causing nightmarish moments like that. Just let me heal. This camera will not let me live. trying to avoid the spiders. Can the game at least let me have that? Okay, some of these jumping puzzles are getting excessive. Okay. Weird area. I'm just trying to absorb how this entire place fits together. I have this constant feeling that I'm walking past stuff that I shouldn't be walking past, and it's getting pretty frustrating. And you know, stuff like that happening while I'm just trying to peacefully platform. Did the game just help me again? The game just skipped me past the enemy that killed me. That was okay. The game heard me talking shit, clearly. Now where am I, and what creative ways is this place gonna kill me now? Oh, there's a grinder this time. Did I just... Oh, just one little love tap makes him go away? Okay. Seemed like a pretty sturdy enemy otherwise. Please get me onto solid ground. Those platforms are a little scary. There's so many chests over there that look neat and full of stuff. I want to take stuff. And I need something to be able to bust these metal crates open. And there's something very angry near me. Sounds just a touch on the scary side. Just a touch. But I definitely need to be able to... There we go. Why didn't I put all that together? I'm not smart. I haven't even been drinking tonight, okay? That's how badly this game is messing with me. It's got me paranoid is what's really going on here. Okay. Good move. Good move. Just wait for the enemy to turn its back to me, because that's what a good enemy does. A good enemy underestimates me. Seriously, that growling enemy is very unsettling. What does a bad enemy do? Zero Storms! What is going on, Zero Storms? One of the very fine people I met thanks to the very sweet, very awesome RL Richie and Alex Athenium streaming duo. Welcome to the stream, Zero Storms. Hope you are doing incredibly well tonight. Just another Thursday. May you hopefully be anticipating a payday or some other something, even if it's just another day to be thankful to be alive. Working on some slightly late programming homework. You know, see, this is the best possible way to do programming homework because it's teaching you about crunch. So if your programming homework is slightly late and you're doing some last-minute programming all frantic-like, then this is the most real-world way of doing programming. So this is an unintended consequence of the education that you're getting. So, hats off to you, Zero Storms, for getting the best possible programming education of your life. Yeah, see, I'm not even a programmer, but I get it. I do a lot of things that are adjacent to programmers, so I try to sympathize with your plight. Yeah. Oh, great. We got grinders and breakaway platforms. Lovely. Is there like a button I can press that can lock the camera? That would be swell. Because otherwise the camera just kind of starts doing what it wants after I start moving, and that's super shitty. We're green? We're green again? I'm seeing signs of life? Maybe? Pretty please? Hey, I'm kind of back. Yeah, I definitely watch my own stream. I have, like, right here, directly in front of me, I have OBS, and then over here, I watch my own stream. So, yeah, sometimes I don't see it because it's kind of in a blind spot. Now I'm on 11 seconds of delay, which is super lame. Like, I get it. I understand why some delay built up. I wonder. I can't change the server midstream. Okay. Okay, since I'm fully back, like, I hope it stays. I hope it doesn't die again. Cuz yeah, I can see that I'm fully back, but now I don't trust it. Now I'm skittish. I hope that was just a little hiccup. And now Famijack is all vindicated at his switch to YouTube. Phoenix Pearl sees me. Muchas gracias. You came back from the dead. You came back from being asleep and lurking. Okay. Okay, then let's resume. Use your goggles to shoot the gnawing lurkers. Oh, I was supposed to do that. Okay. That was an actual thing. Phoenix never dies. Phoenix always comes back to life. That's what a Phoenix is supposed to do. As well as, you know, Marcus Phoenix being a general badass in his games. So that's also a part of the Phoenix experience. No, didn't want to fall down here, but maybe I can try to make the most of it. Nope, I have to get up there. It's okay. Actually, since I have to fight my way through all of that again, and it is 8:30 for me right now, maybe what I'll go ahead and do. This feels like it's the right time to take a break. Yeah, I'm gonna stop being annoying here because I've essentially turned into Daxter a little bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna crank up the tunes here a little bit, just a touch, so that you can enjoy something other than my voice for a few minutes. So, I'm gonna go step away for 15 minutes as usual, but I will be back. That is a threat. I will be back to punish all of us some more. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, I overstayed my break on that one. My apologies. That was 2 more minutes than I intended, but that's okay. I hope. At least you had some really good jaunty tunes. You had music from Bubsy. And oh hey, what a very good, perfect song to seg into talking about Super Mario Bros. 2 and Subcon that the great Crimson Blades so astutely pointed out when it comes to being here in Subcon. So, yeah, big welcome to Crimson Blades, by the way. Thank you for the follow. Crimson Blades is a moderator for Phoenix Pearl. And so I'm very appreciative that I could catch not one, but 2 people from a couple of other great streamers out there. Phoenix Pearl is a really good variety streamer. Usually streams in what's the middle of daytime for me, but it's definitely late at night for her. My player of choice is Winamp. As much as Real Player would be a lot of fun, I don't even think it'll run on Windows 10 at this point, because Winamp, it really whips the llama's ass. Yeah, H-Test. I remember Real Player because I had to install Real Player to watch pirated episodes of South Park back in the day, like the original seasons 1, 2, and 3, because it wasn't enough to see it incessantly played on Comedy Central. I wanted to watch it on demand whenever I wanted. So these tiny episodes that were like 25 megabytes took forever to download on dial-up. I'd watch them on Real Player because that was the most efficient thing at the time. Yugatu never shuts up in a certain way. You have some very passionate opinions, Yugatu. That's the situation. Yeah, 6 a.m. for Phoenix Pearl. Wow. Phoenix Pearl doesn't care. She's hanging out here on this stream. And Hideous Winter is lovely too. Hideous Winter lives about 3 hours-ish south of me. So we're both Arizonans, but still separated by quite a bit of distance. So anyway, we're here to see me get tortured by a bit more Jack and Daxter, aren't we? I think that's the point of this entire stream, to be able to point and laugh at my pain. So, here in the Spider Cave. Let's see. Oh, I need to unmute. That would be helpful. There we go. All the love to Phoenix Pearl and Crimson, and yes, I happen to be able to dish out some of her emotes as well, so bam, right there. Have I ever been to PAX South? I haven't. I have yet to go to a PAX, even when I did live in Seattle and I could have gone to PAX Prime, but I haven't. Something about conventions don't always rub me the right way. Phoenix Pearl is here to appreciate my murder sprees, yes. I've yet to encounter a penguin. I haven't seen an ice level yet here in Jack and Daxter, but you never know. One day we may get lucky, and I'll be able to kill some things that live in cold places. Oh, I wanted to drop down, but that was the wrong place to drop down. At least, you know, unlimited lives. That helps out a lot. I'll kill much more than penguins, Phoenix. I'll make sure that I kill anything that lives in cold places. So if you need to see a seal, or a walrus, or a polar bear killed, that is my job. That is my mission in life, Phoenix. Been to Onicon, Galveston, Comic Palooza, and Houston. I'm sure that there are some solid nerd cons in Texas, no doubt, especially in Houston. Onicon sounds like a smaller, sounds like a super small anime con. We have, there's one that we have here. I keep forgetting its name. Not real a large group person. Yeah, Hideous Winter, you have certain considerations that need to be made. I totally get it that it needs to be small. I'm glad that you do have cons in your area though, that Southern Arizona still has the means to do cons. Not Fan Fusion, but there's another smaller anime con that goes on in Mesa, Arizona, that I can't quite remember its name. Ace is a really big one too. Ace is the one where you pay like $350 so you can see Chris Evans. That one is crazy. Mesa, Arizona Anime Con. TayuCon. That's right. TayuCon. D-Hugs. God, I still remember the first time I played this when I was a kid. It was pure joy. See, D-Hugs, you get it. Thank you, by the way, for finally coming into one of my streams. I know you have a lot going on in life, especially the just got married kind of life. So maybe all the dust is finally settling from that, and you found some time to come in here and peek in on me, and I'm grateful for that. D-Hugs is one of my awesome regulars who I hang out with on Twitter a lot. Banter a little bit about sports, banter a little bit about video games, and he is streamer curious. So I hope one day you get to start living the dream, and you too can go insane just like all the rest of us. Thanks for hanging in here, D-Hugs. And you get to, the only thing that would put you off a con is being the oldest person there. Oh man. Trust me when I say you probably won't be, because the old nerds, for some reason, still really like cons. There's a dude on Twitter I follow, lives in Georgia. Dude's easily late 60s, and he still finds a way to go to cons. I'm really impressed by how much spunk is in that old man. Yes. Welcome to Subcon D-Hugs. I hope you enjoy your stay. And since you are a Twitch Prime person, if you have not yet used your Twitch Prime, if you've not used your Prime sub in the past 30 days, might I make a humble request that you swing that my direction? You don't have to, but I figured I'd ask directly since you're here. Toss a sub to your Twitcher. Quick, winter, drop some snow. No! Well, at least I got a safety net there. Pretty well crafted. Honestly, worst elevator ever. Yeah, D-Hugs can be found on Twitter frequently talking about Philadelphia area sports. If that's your kind of thing. Big fan of hockey. I think he has managed to touch gritty, which is really, anyone should want to touch gritty, regardless of your sports affiliations. This just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm not liking these platform challenges at all, especially when the camera loves to be squirrely as hell. YouTube's algorithms are definitely weird. I have yet to figure out exactly how they work. The only thing I've truly mastered with YouTube's algorithms is that you have to clobber the living shit out of it in order for it to keep giving you what you want. And then sometimes I have to go back and like forcefully listen to some music that I like, so that eventually it will keep recommending that to me, because sometimes stuff falls out. It's really super strange. Bye-bye, Mr. Driller. But D-Hugs, when you popped in and you said you had a lot of joy with this game as a kid, that's exactly what my stream is all about. I dedicate myself really hard. I dedicate myself to being a retro streamer because that's exactly the feeling that I want to give to people, or at least remind people about, where we think about all of the old memories we had as children, as younger people, as whatever was going on back in the day when we were playing these games. It may not even have been the happiest time of your life, but you had these games to help get you through the hard times, and that's where we can really form a lot of attachments with retro games. Retro games aren't just to be enjoyed as is. Retro games get to be enjoyed in the context of the era in which they were created. Let's see, do I really want to try to get all of those again? Because that kind of sucked. But just as we still listen to the Beatles or Led Zeppelin or Jimi Hendrix, we go back and we replay the classics. Freaking love the Toss a Coin song. Really, it feels like The Witcher couldn't have come at a better time in the part of pop culture. Want to do a cover? Toss a coin to your Twitcher. Wouldn't surprise me if like someone like improv that live or something like that. Like if any of the Twitch musicians went in and just remix the song on the fly off the top of their heads. Toss a sub to your Twitcher, something like that. Have that as my sub notification, but then I remember too shy to sing it. You don't have to be the best singer, you just have to sing with passion. Do you have much of any musical background or anything like that, Crimson? We love the nostalgia indeed, Yuga 2. Escape, what is happening, bro? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Let me make sure that I give the proper shouts here, by the way, because I keep forgetting that I have a bot, by the way. And I want to make sure that I give all credit due. You know, I take care to make sure that my chat is baked into my stream, because everyone who comes through and finds my videos, because I also back these up to YouTube, is able to relive those moments. I don't want these chat transcripts to go away, because some really awesome stuff is said in there. So I'll do shouts to Phoenix as well, and to Crimson. Exposed everything that you guys were playing right there. Alright, now what fresh hell does this game want me to go through? Okay, so I can't, so I have nowhere to go here. But that's like a giant mosquito Buddha thing. Interesting. Yep, I can always count on Escape to have played some Smash Ultimate. It is his specialty. He is big in the local scene, and from what I understand, also getting to be big in terms of a regional scene. Oh snap! You gave me the full-on tier 1 sub, D Hugs. Many thanks for giving me that kind of love. You are too kind. Okay, how do I get over there? Oh, that swinging section looks neat. Escape, you're digging my sub notification? Is that what it was? Sub hype. Now I usually like to keep it pretty chill, so I'm not gonna go screaming through a megaphone or anything. If I wanted to scream through a megaphone or something, then I could, you know, reasonably train my voice to sound like I'm speaking through a megaphone. Hey, you have a good night, D-Hugs. I know you're running on Eastern time, so it's super late for you, but you keep being awesome out there, and I hope you get a stream going of your own someday. I'd love to pop in and visit. Oh, I see what's going on over there. Oh, I didn't... That didn't look like a... Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. And that was indeed a collapsing platform as well. Okay. So I gotta really bring out all the acrobatics here. I don't even know if this is the place where I'm supposed to be right now, but I'm gonna do my best with it. Oh yeah, through the fire and the flames. Oh, now the camera starts making sense. Ugh. This damned game. Curse this game. And I guess that's one way to kind of pad out the length a little bit, is that your punishment for screwing up a sequence is to be set back really far. But I'm also punished for a camera that loves to screw me over at every possible opportunity. And random weird spots in the game that just eat the double jump input. I don't know what that's all about. I guess that one was yet another double jump situation. See, this is the pain that you get to laugh at right here. Of me fumbling, of me daring to be a decent gamer. Makes the scenery scary. Oh, yeah. It makes... This game has only ever made my paranoia about everything in the scenery keep growing. And, oh, well, I guess I'll take these. Yeah, paranoia is the name of the game because I'm always feeling like I skipped over something that I really shouldn't have. Going down, coming back up. Not that way, but that away. Like, sure, I'll do these jump trials all day long. But then I start getting impatient and I start getting literally burned. Which is almost just what I think the game almost wants you to do. Psychological tricks. You get too greedy, you get burned. A life lesson if I've ever heard one. Yeah, I think there's nothing but pain and misery for me over in that direction. Well, there's nothing but pain and misery for me in every direction, so let's just do the damn thing. Okay, that one breaks away. Just gotta be ready. Whoa, almost threw myself off the edge there like an idiot. This is just senseless right here. Do I deserve all this pain? Where am I supposed to be jumping to anyway, by the way? This is a blind jump. Seriously, where the hell was I supposed to jump to? Nothing about that made any sense. Maybe I need to get out of this cave for a bit and go collect stuff elsewhere, because this is pretty gnarly. Music intensify. You know what if I just sequence break this like crazy and oh, it robbed me of the double jump. The game ate my double jump input. I swear. I swear. And then some of the ambient sound effects, like the drilling right there. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. Let's try that again, but with actually a little bit of accuracy. Just... Oh, I blew it. I didn't get down here fast enough. Now, see, at least dying doesn't set me back that far, so I'm just gonna head this way. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep being a damn fool. Oh, that's how this sequence starts. Good lord. Seriously, this is a freaking nightmare. Yeah. So, like, not only did I have to do all the gymnastics, but I had to do the gymnastics fast enough to get to that platform to power it up. Like, I get it. You're supposed to stack on all of the elements that you've learned so far to make things more difficult. I get it. It's standard. It's video gaming. It's video game design 101. But it also, like, you know, you're throwing too much at me here, or you're mixing elements that aren't as compatible as you might think they are. Power up the platform, and I can finally get a freaking power cell. Good lord. One thing I haven't done that I really should do. Yes, I wish to overwrite. Overwriting would be nice. Please overwrite. Okay, like, what are my camera options here? Oh, just do I want inverted axis camera controls? Okay. I see this game has no interest in me prospering. That's really sweet of it to keep setting me back at every possible turn. Not complaining, just observing the shortcomings, of which, you know, there are still many. Even though this is a remaster, where they had plenty of opportunity to fix the things that were wrong. Like, how does this game not have subtitles? And what is the camera doing? Why is the camera staying up like that? That was not helpful. Like, just let me fall. I don't care. I would rather fall down than have to deal with that camera BS again. Ooh, what are those throbby balls over there? I must know. Throbby balls. Am I even going the right way? Oh, nope. Not going the right way because I remember that enemy. This is the entrance to this crazy hellhole. Oh, yeah. Feel the burn. Feel the burn of landing right on your dick. Or something. Oh, those are spider eggs.
I think we're in a spider's nest here.
Just a little bit. I just had to keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Or die. That's an option as well.
Say goodnight, Jack.
Why did he sound like he was in a tin can all of a sudden? That does not match the acoustics of the room. Bad remaster. Bad. Whew. Okay. You know, might as well die to get out of there. Even though that platform looked like it could have been useful, but I got my power cell. But now I'm way too morbidly curious. Like, I gotta go back there now and see what that jump platform was supposed to be all about. Like, I can double jump at certain parts of the bounce jump, but I can't double jump at all parts of the bounce jump. It's really inconsistent. Really earning that power cell, aren't I? I'm really earning this super bounce jump, whatever's about to happen. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna give up on that. Maybe I'm gonna give up on the dream of going deep down in that cave. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. I want to get out of this area because it is really getting on my last nerve. Maybe I'll come back to it later. But still, the game wants 72 power cells out of me. Even Super Mario 64 only wanted 70 power stars out of me, so this game is a little too demanding. Huh, okay, didn't technically take damage there. It's the little victories. You're gonna set me back here? After all we've been through together, you're gonna set me back there? Escape, you are entirely correct. There seems to be no rhyme or reason as to how and why this game resets you when you die. How goes this platformer from Naughty Dog? Well, Fart Ripple, this platformer from Naughty Dog is no Crash Bandicoot. I'll tell you that much. This platformer is being a very naughty dog because it is peeing on my couch right now. And I've not yet truly figured out a way to housebreak it. How was dinner, Fart Ripple? Did you cook up something tasty? Big shout out yet again to Fart Ripple, dropping some massive sub love earlier tonight. Hit me with 6 subs. My goodness. You're up there in the sub gifting legends like my dude AZ Collins, who dropped 5 in here a little while ago as well. Okay, I actually landed for once. Wifey made a yummy dinner. Oh, Wifey loves the kitchen. How is wonderful. Happy that you and the wifey are still loving life and loving the marriage. Oh, there's a chest over there. Okay, no, it wasn't gonna give me enough distance anyway. Okay. So I actually respawned where I should have respawned for once. That's lovely. Let's see what better things I can do in this area that I skipped before. Oh, this was the shooting gallery. This was the yeah, this was get the shooty powers and blow away all the centipedes. Where was that platform that let me do that? Or was it even further back? I think it was further back. In any case, I'm supposed to get a power cell for blowing away all the centipedes. Oh no. Or was it up here? Let's investigate. But definitely Fart Ripple because you mentioned Naughty Dog 3D platformer. I've said it before, but I will say it again. There are definitely shades of this game that make it feel like they wanted to make some sort of fully 3D Crash Bandicoot, and then decided, you know what, we're going to make a fully 3D Crash Bandicoot, but we're not going to use Crash Bandicoot. We're going to give it a completely different concept and a completely different motivation so that Crash Bandicoot can maintain his identity. Yeah, Crimson, certain things are doing okay. Yep, Crash Bandicoot is a Naughty Dog production. And, oh, okay, there's the sweet spot. That's where I needed to be. Oh yeah, Fire Ripple. There's definitely I think somewhere on Ars Technica somewhat recently there was a very interesting video article, an interview with some of the veterans of Naughty Dog, where they talked about all of the insane stuff they had to do to get Crash Bandicoot to run on the PlayStation, because apparently a game like Crash Bandicoot was not supposed to run on the PlayStation at all, or at the very least, they pushed the PlayStation to its absolute limit. Yeah, Fart Ripple, you really should have known that. You and I, we've been gamers since back in the day. We direct dialed Quake. We rebooted into DOS and direct dialed Quake at each other so that we could play head-to-head death matches on random weekday evenings. That was our middle school shit. Not from Wired, it was Ars Technica that did the video series, but definitely made every effort to do the developer interview where dude starts talking about, like, yeah, and there have been other interviews over the years on, like, Gama Sutra as well, but where they spoke with fond tones about all the weird stuff they had to do to get Crash Bandicoot to run well on the PlayStation. Stuff like stealing memory from some things that Sony deemed to be mandatory and stuff like that. And also something else about the way that Crash Bandicoot streamed levels off the disc, and how that technically wasn't something that they were supposed to do, because the PlayStation's entire CD drive was rated by its manufacturer for a certain life cycle involving a certain amount of, physical wear. Kind of like how if you've ever purchased an SSD, you'll find that if you look deep into their spec sheets, an SSD will tell you how many terabytes can be written before the drive is theoretically supposed to die, or at least not be so usable anymore. So anyway, there's a certain amount of duty cycles that the PlayStation disk drive is supposed to be able to endure. And one playthrough of Crash Bandicoot would be like a magnitude of like a couple thousand more cycles than the disk drive was supposed to be rated for. They did crazy stuff with it. Legacy of Kain as well. Oh man. Yeah, I could see how Legacy of Kain would have totally brutalized the PlayStation hardware as well, because that was a pretty fancy game back in the day. They need to bring that series back. I feel like the Legacy of Kain series and everything that was surrounding it doesn't get its due credit for what it brought to video gaming and for what it inspired in video gaming. Because there's a lot today that wouldn't exist without it. Those games were your jam. Heck yeah, Hideous Winter. You are one of my spookiest viewers. The game marketed how it had no load times. Yeah, which also kind of makes me wonder if something like Tekken 3 also did crazy trickery like that as well, because Tekken 3 was ridiculously arcade perfect. Like Tekken 3 technically, yeah, it did have load times in a way, but it hid them incredibly well. Like, there were certain very small pieces that you couldn't bypass, but any times that it did prevent you from like skipping ahead was very, it was just very small. Yeah, something like Legacy of Kain. That's certainly one game for me to think about in the future of the stream for sure. Where is the next platform? There we go. Here's the next shooting gallery platform. Stand here and shoot hot fire. Get out of your hole and let me blast you. Oh, they're getting more difficult. They actually have some level of AI. Aha, got it. Got it. Next pillar. Huh, how many more things do I actually have to kill? Ah, this one over there. Thought you could hide from me, huh? There we go. Okay, now to make my way over. Hopefully not fall. Legend of Dragoon is a game I want remade. Oh man, that game had a heck of a cult following. You liked it? Didn't really like the combat system, don't recall. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon was pretty... It was kind of action RPG, wasn't it? Apologies for missing your message a minute earlier there, Crimson Blades. The Legacy of Kain discussion really took over for a second there. FF7 Lite. I mean, yeah, with how RPGs blew up like crazy on the PlayStation, no doubt. No doubt. Okay, which is the one that's currently in hiding right now? I feel like there's one I've neglected. Oh! I see you all the way over there. You're far away. Ooh, did I get it? Yep, it's midnight Eastern. Final Fantasy VII Remake is officially unleashed upon the world, and there have been quite a few streamers who got it a day or two early as well and who have been blowing it out like crazy. I know Maximilian was playing it. I know Fei Lin was playing it. I think I saw Dragon Feeny playing it. Yeah, lots and lots of Final Fantasy VII Remake players out there right now. So if you want to get spoiled, or if you want to use their playthrough as a as the demo, yep. Yeah, Fart Ripple, you just got paid. So if you have 100 gigabytes free on your PS4, then go crush it. If you've got the time, go do the crime.
Run away! That crystal's gonna blow!
Oh, we got blowing crystals. Okay, 81.9 gigs. Okay. Still. Like, one can only hope that the next installments. Yep, PS4 exclusive. For now? I don't know. Is Escape, do you know if there's going to be like a PC version of Final Fantasy eventually? At the very least, I know it's not coming to Xbox, so that's what it is. Yeah, we're getting a PC version, and that's as good as it gets. PC next year, okay. Might check it out. Yeah, probably waiting for the PC version. Though, with the PS5 coming soon, Fart Ripple, I would not be opposed at some point, maybe like Black Friday this year, I would not be opposed to getting my filthy mitts on a cheap PS4 Pro. Oh, ooh, we have fancy colored lighting effects, y'all.
Don't let the lights go out.
Ow! Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they eventually had a fire sale on PS4 Pros, and maybe being able to get one of those bad boys for like $249. That would be that might be the price that breaks me. A PS4 Pro for $250. That would be the jam. I don't like this area, and I have no intention on staying. I can go left, or I can climb. Oh, there's nothing really... Oh, is that just straight up water? Can I dive? What? Oh, is that another exploding crystal? Looks like explodey crystal. Oh no! What's down here? What was it blocking? It wasn't blocking anything. It was just there to antagonize me. What the hell? That was not fun. Oh, one more. Oh dear. Sentimental. Sentimental. Oh my. It's sentimental. The eternal. The incredible. The boba loving sentimental is here. What is going on, Zen? Hope you're doing well. Long time no chat. I know I should probably really be hanging out in McQueeb streams a little bit more, but I've just been, in all honesty, really working hard to tend to my own streams. Not trying to discriminate or hate. Just I am regrettably only human, so there's a limit to how much my brain and my eyes can do. But all do love to McQueeb. His sweet, sweet Australian dulcet tones light up our lives here on Twitch as he crushes Noita. I hope he makes it to the, well, for one thing, I hope SGDQ actually happens, and I hope McQueeb makes it, because having a skills display of running through that game without getting hit is truly a sight to behold. Not really been streaming, not having a great time with work. I was wondering about that. Like, he's been tweeting a little bit just to kind of let us know that he's still alive, but yeah, for work to send him, you know, for him to be working from home like that, I get it. Like one of the people I Wow, now that I think about it, I really hope he's doing okay. One of the people who really got me and, you know, elevated my mindset towards streaming, a really cool dude named Irish Warhound, it just hit me. Dude's a paramedic, so I hope he's doing okay these days. And I'm gonna die in about 10 seconds here. Okay. I have no business still being alive right now. Just saying. Good lord, where do I go next? Oh, it's more spinny platforms. Okay. I also need to remember that because of my timeout issues earlier, I'm on my stream's on an 11-second delay. Usually it's only on a delay of like 3 or 4 seconds, but oh no, I'm 11 seconds delayed from you guys. That's right. No worries, Crimson Blade. I'll still be here for another little while longer, for at least another half hour. Oh great, I let the lights go out. And I'll just die. Yeah, I brought that on myself. I really did. But some of these quests to get a single power cell, they're really unbalanced. Like, what would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do for a power cell? And clearly, you know, there's some power cells that just are not worth getting. See, I got frustrated, I got impatient, and I got burned. Sent to the abyss. Actual blind run, no lights. Oh man, that would be some speedrunner shit right there. To be able to do this no lights. Like, I might as well, like, if I'm able to do this section no lights, I might as well go whole hog on it and figure out how to speedrun the game blind. See, I managed to whack this one blind and I have no idea how I did that. Monitor off, sound on, blindfold on. Next elevator. And by the way, thanks to you, Fart Ripple, you put me over the edge tonight. I have now earned enough sub points that has opened another emote slot, so I'll be able to level up my game. I might have to draw another. Sprite of myself in order to make that work well. I don't know what I would draw for myself next. I might use my jumping sprite. I really like him. Yep, 25 sub points to an emote slot, and I'm now sitting at 29. So, Fart Ripple, you and people like you have been really awesome to me on this whole streaming journey. And I hope to only get better. Wait a second. I don't remember this path branching out like this. What the hell? Or did it, and I just never realized it? Or is it just... Oh, it's the angle. It is the angle of the dangle that is disrupting my function. The angle of the dangle is a disruption to my function. There we go. And that's okay. Not going back there. So I'm going to head out that way, I think. Or do I head out to the left? I'm gonna head out to the right. Oh, wait a second. I haven't explored in this general direction. Then again, I can't leap over this unless I... Am I really gonna try for the... Nope! Oh, but there's the pit of water that I swam in earlier. That's also... Oh, I see where it reset me to. And that was actually helpful. So let's move on here, back to the shooting gallery. And how many more centipedes need a good thrashing? Oh, how did I miss that one? Oh, look at it just twerking in my general direction. Twerking defiantly at me. Yugitu, turning in for the night? Oh my goodness, you're actually going to sleep at a reasonable hour? I'm impressed, Yugitu. Hey, catch you next time. Next stream day, catch me on Saturday, doing basically a catch-up stream, because I did not stream this past Sunday. Catch me on Saturday. I'm going to start stream early in the afternoon kind of hours, because I am dead set on finally finishing Wind Waker. I just want to flush that game out. I want to conquer it. I want to crush it. So you will be seeing me Saturday and Sunday. Yep, Fart Ripple. You caught it. Defiant twerking. Good night, Yuga2. Appreciate it very much. Watching your girl play Final Fantasy VII, hey, that is also a very worthwhile endeavor. You go get it, Escape. $11:45. You know what? Considering Yuga2, considering how your sleeping was just 48 hours ago, yeah, this is an improvement. Of all the Legend of Zelda endings, Wind Waker had the most brutal Ganon kill. Totally. I can't believe they went there with Wind Waker and how Ganon got rolled. Like, no, we're not just gonna slash his face open. We're not gonna stick a sword in his chest. We're gonna just brutally crush his skull. We're just gonna right there in the forehead. Something about the Master Sword to the forehead seems much more brutal than even Twilight Princess, where he was just kind of standing there casually with that sword in his chest, and he's like, well, I guess this is it, peace. And then the sages had their way with him. See, this is the problem. No matter what I stream, no matter what day of the week I stream, every conversation that I ever have during a stream comes back to Zelda. It doesn't help that Super Mario Maker 2 has literally Link in it, for one thing. These platforms are dumb. This is some straight up like Rainbow Ride in Super Mario 64 shit right here. Maybe even worse. I have a hard time even figuring out which platform I should hit next because of how weirdly they're spaced together. Like, where are these supposed to take me? What am I supposed to be able to do here? Yeah. Where do I go? I really don't know. I just have to pretend I know where I'm going. And use my... yes! Yes, a power cell! Oh, sweet lord, a power cell. Ah, so grateful. Well, now I'm all the way up here. Oh, hey. I'll jump on that. And then... No! Another perspective trick. I thought that I would be able to get to a certain spot, and I couldn't. Well, let's collect more of these eggs. I'm gonna call them eggs. I don't care what their actual name is. They're freaking eggs. Only ever played Jack 2. Love the gun mod that fired a disc that shot projectiles out in all directions. Ooh! So true to the spirit of these games, just ripping off of its inspirations. Firing projectiles out in all directions is straight up a Mega Man 2 trope. Being able to have the metal blades. I really need to do something with my channel currency, by the way, while we're talking about the blades. Not that I actually want to, like, I see how other people use them and I don't quite like it, so I just need to marinate on it a little bit more for how I want to use my channel currency, among many other things. But yeah, having a Destructo disc, that is, makes you feel like a real savage. Gotta head to bed. Tomorrow is apparently a work day. Apparently a work day. There was the possibility, I guess, that it was not going to be a work day. So, thanks for hanging out, Fart Ripple. You are my hero. You are the wind beneath my wings. You are the underwire in my brassiere. Thank you, Fart Ripple. Have a good night. Oh, back to the crazy platforms. Always a possibility, but usually never is. You always have to keep your guard up, though, especially Monday through Friday. Which way do I even want to go here? Like on one hand, it's nice to have a job that's that loose about things, but on the other hand, when you do have to work, oh man, you are getting your hands into some mission critical, nasty stuff. Let's get high again. I think the most amusing channel point redeem we've seen so far was Hyper Stifer X. Point Redeems has him use a filter for his camera, big head, meme filters, and whatnot. Welcome back, Crimson Blades. Thanks for sticking with the stream. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Zen, if I had anything more fancy in my stream arsenal, I would totally do that. Because there's a part of me that's thought about ways I could dress up the stream visually, and some of the stuff I just can't bring myself to do because I feel like as a retro streamer, I have a sort of a philosophical duty to keep my brand strong in a way that it's always going to look a little bit low rent and a little bit hacked together. If I were to do otherwise, that would kind of betray the vision. But I do have a camera that's kind of capable of stuff like that. The Logi C922 is certainly a powerhouse of a camera. At the same time, if someone is doing those crazy other filters, I think it's XSplit that can do some of those crazy camera effects as well. Point Redeem 8-bit filter my camera. Oh, so that I'm in like 320 by 240 or something like that. So someone redeems the points, and then I come over to my camera and let's see. Oh dear. I see what it did here. Am I even? Oof, that's brutal. That like reset a lot of stuff. Let's see if I can I actually make myself visible here for once? Oh, baby. Like, see, since I'm so small, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Can I make it go lower? 160 by 90? Oh yeah, so that I'm in 16 by 9. Like, let me take myself out of the cage here a little bit. And coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine. Like, yeah. Now look at me in my low-res glory. But it doesn't show up that well when I'm hiding down in the bottom right corner. Yeah, I know. I feel your pain. So let me drop my webcam back to where it belongs so that I can resize myself. Yeah, see, even at like even at the terrible resolution I'm at, I don't look terrible down here. Yeah, it needs to be a legit filter. Like, and I wonder if there are like some third-party filters that do that with OBS. Let me actually make myself HD again. Good lord, that is 1280 by 720. Oh lordy, oh boy, did not mean to do that. Yeah, this is what I get for being a little too experimental. Look at my titties as they shrink. Yeah, I'm better down here in this corner. Let's keep it there. But like if I actually wanted to stick, but like if I actually right click and go filters here, effects filters. Or AV filters. Yeah, there's the filters built into OBS aren't that great. I would have to do some extra back-end software stuff to what does scroll do? What? Oh, this is actually perfect cuz it's like I'm Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, snap me back into place because it's like I'm an analog TV that has terrible sync. Like if you ever had to mess with RF signals, like this would just be really distracting. This is like a prank I would play on other people. This isn't anything neat that let's see, what does this one do actually? Plug-in interface, EST. Okay, I don't know what that does. But yeah, this weird little scrolling of mine right here is just, it's amusing me. It's probably annoying as hell to you guys, but I'm enjoying it. A compressor or an expander? Oh, I think this is an audio thing. Nope, not gonna mess with that. It's like using Trivia Murder Party voice filter. Silly distracting. Yeah, I just have terrible VSync, you guys. Just a little bit of screen tearing, don't mind me. Invert polarity? No properties available. And even if my audio is being affected, I guess I can't technically hear it. Limiter, noise gate, noise suppression. Yeah, these are all like audio filters, so bleh. Yeah, keep smacking the TV, DJ Gigabit. It's not gonna get fixed. Yeah, let's stop that before. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I think I'm done. Yeah, I know, Jack. I'm yawning a little bit too. All right, what more can I freaking accomplish here? I wanted to try to get over on that side. Tinfoil the rabbit ears. Yeah, exactly. Whatever it took to get the signal right. Oh, there's an egg hiding back there. Yikes. Super scary. Well, I might as well die. I'll have to mess with those filters on my own time. No need to be disruptive to my stream just so I can play around with that stuff. RimWorld, 90 hours the past 2 weeks. You know, after seeing a little bit of how RimWorld works, like RimWorld has a little bit of like of roguelike kind of stuff, right? Because RimWorld looks super open-ended and a little bit on the random side of things. It wouldn't surprise me if 90 hours was possible. Not surprised at all. $234 mods. Okay, so that expands the possibilities even more than should normally be possible. So that's a lot of stuff to cover. I don't even know, like, I don't even understand the first thing about RimWorld, but there's definitely something about the game that looks super complex, or it's as complex as you want it to be. You can possibly experience as much as you want out of the game in 15 hours, or you can slog along just the way that you've wanted for 90 hours plus. You've Zentimental, you have made it more than a full-time job. It's charming. Okay. There was someone, I think it was Solaria Games, she was playing a lot of that recently. She likes to have a night or two with that game for sure. Oh my goodness, Final Fantasy is really bringing out the viewer numbers for a lot of people. Maximilian got 22,000 viewers. Crazy. Kung Fu Fruit Cup with 1.7k. That's like twice as much as she usually gets. This game is a cultural reset is what's happening. Really cruel, requiring me to have like no safety net whatsoever when it comes to some of these. Oh, don't you dare make me slip off. The audacity of this game. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's this platform again. This room is really throwing me off way more than it should. Hey, there's still one more centipede over there that's twerking vigorously at me. Where do I have to be to hit it? All right, you're standing between me and a power cell. I cannot let you live to see another day. Nope. Just when you think you've killed it. I don't know. I don't trust it. Just a little bit of commitment. Oh, hey. Hyperstifer got name dropped a little bit earlier, and as it turns out, I was already following that streamer. I don't know how I managed that, but okay. I'll take the small victory. Oh no! Please don't reset. Okay, it's still over there. Good. So I just have to quickly saunter over, carefully saunter over, and go grab that power cell. This was... Dang. It's more procrastination than commitment. I really need to get back into job hunting. You know, I wasn't going to say it's sentimental, but you know, you do as much as you can with what you have, and you know, you've been able to get along quite well. There's still definitely, you know, a good amount of jobs out there. I know that you will be able to get yourself into something quite good out there. So, Hideous Winter made like 20 masks tonight. Almost threw a sewing machine into a bonfire. Pretty satisfied. You know what? You grabbed that sewing machine by the dick and you led it exactly where you wanted it to go. So be proud of yourself, Hideous Winter. 20 masks. I mean, I guess structurally masks aren't too complex, but the fact that you soldiered through with a fussy sewing machine you really I gotta hand it to you. Super productive. Yeah, I agree, Crimson. I don't think Sentimental's really procrastinating. Learning RimWorld is a valuable skill that could probably go on a resume if more recruiters actually didn't have their heads up their asses. So, with that in mind, gonna hit the music, and I gotta make sure I give all the thanks. Crimson Blades brought my way via Phoenix Pearl, the very sweet Phoenix Pearl. Thank you for dropping into the stream tonight. Thank you all for hanging out. Sentimental, DJ Gigabit, the lovely Hideous Winter, Fart Ripple for the sub-love, Escape, always being super friendly and helpful. Appreciate you very much. Yugitu, hope you are sleeping well tonight. Anyone else who I may have forgotten, I apologize. You know, there's always a lot in our minds, and hopefully I shouted you out earlier. Everyone who gave a sub, the number one, anyone who subs to me gets to throw love. When I put together my set of emotes, I looked around Twitch and I thought, you know what? The absolute first thing that needs to be done with anyone's set of emotes, you got to be able to throw love. So I'm gonna hand it on over to the very capable hands of Bad Rap Simple. Gonna raid him for once. Thanks everyone. I will see you on Saturday for Wind Waker. I love you. Peace out.